Welcome, Libra. All right, this is going to be your full moon lunar eclipse reading. So, this is going to be the eclipses. Basically, it's going to be on Friday. I mean, it depends on where you are in the world, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's going to be Friday, November 19th, and it's going to be in the sign of Taurus. And of course, it's a full moon, so it's moon in Taurus, opposite sun in Scorpio. And if you are a Libra sun, moon, or ascending, this might be your reading. Okay, so I'm just going to get right into it. We had at the bottom of the deck Three of Swords with the Chariot. Okay, so this is your overall energy. This is clearly somebody taking control of a situation after some kind of a disappointment or a heartbreak or what have you. Just generally speaking, I don't know if this is like old energy, if this is current energy, or if it hasn't even happened yet. But Libra, there's just something about this full moon, and we know full moons are all about releasing energy, right? So this is like moving on. Chariot is major arcana, so this is great. I love to see that. I don't know what's underneath that. Oh, the sun. Okay, so this is definitely moving towards happiness and away from sadness. Like, I love that. Palace of Wands. Okay, you guys, this looks pretty positive. So again, I feel like the decision that's like up for review at the time of this lunar eclipse, there's probably some really heavy energy that just sort of needs to be purged out. I mean, we are at the end of Scorpio season, so I mean, that just kind of goes par for the course. But whatever you decide now, I just want to say this at the beginning. Whatever you decide right now, Libra, just know that it's going to set you on a trajectory, on a path that's going to last for a really long time. Because it's a lunar eclipse, it's really potent, it's really powerful. There's a lot of astrology. I'm not going to get into all of it. That could actually be a whole separate video, but there's a lot of astrology videos out for this lunation because it is so potent and it's really crazy. So, I mean, go check out anybody else who has that. I could actually do a video just on the astrology as well because it's pretty intense. But so for the Libras who this reading is going to be resonating with, we definitely see your energy in here, Libra. Like, you are bringing down a hammer, okay? You're making some decisions to cut some energy out that no longer needs to be in your life. You're restoring balance and harmony to yourself. We see with the Queen of Swords right at the beginning and this Nine of Swords. I mean, this is definitely you, like, again, and next to Justice, restoring balance and harmony to yourself. It's going to take a little bit of courage, Queen of Wands, a little bit of like straightening your crown, stepping into your power. It definitely brings you Nine of Swords anxiety. The whole thing with Nine of Swords, right? It's a real heightened mental state. You are an air sign, Libra, so like all of these swords tell me that there's something that is going on in your mind and your mental processes that's kind of heightened at this time. And we see you really needing to move beyond it. We see you being called to move beyond it towards your sun, towards your happiness, right? So yeah, there's a little bit of like, there is a balance with the queens, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. You do have it within you to do it, but it is causing you a little bit of grief, a little bit of anxiety. I mean, nobody likes conflict, right, Libra? Especially not your sign. I mean, you like things to be harmonious. You really thrive when things are peaceful and when things are fair. But, something's got your dander up. We do see the Seven of Wands and this Knight of Swords. So again, more swords. It's like it's clear to you, like there's no doubt about it. Like, you have to stand your ground. You have to find the courage and I guess the will to really do it, to really restore that balance. You've got to cut something out. The message is clear to you. There's something or someone probably, and it could be a situation, so just think about how this resonates. But 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, it's you thinking critically about, look, whether it's a home situation, a family scenario, it could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be your job, certainly career, all that kind of stuff. But however you define this 10 of cups, 6 of cups, you're kind of reflecting back. It is a full moon. We reflect back a little bit on like what brings us into harmony, what brings us into a happy space. 10 of Cups is the ultimate happiness. And with Mars and Pisces, which, Mars doesn't love to be in Pisces, but it's a gentle movement forward. And so you do need, there's something about the way that you're thinking about the situation. Perhaps it's that alone, that aspect of it needs to come into harmony, Libra. Maybe it's like you being really caught up in this cycle, this loop of you just can't stop thinking about this disappointment, about this heartbreak. And that's what needs to be healed. That's what needs to come into harmony and into alignment. And so you do need to cut it out. Knight of Swords, right? The truth is being made known to you. You're coming back into your center. You're coming out of this like really and Chariot talks about that too. It's like taking these energies that have gotten out of control, right? And they're mental energies mostly, it looks like, and bringing them back into the center, like pulling back on the reins, pulling back on your emotions, pulling back on your mental stuff, and cutting out some of these old things, these old patterns, these old negative, like whatever, these things that we tell ourselves. For some of us, Libra, it can really just be those stories that we tell ourselves, like the negative self-talk, the judgments. It really could just be that, right? And it's like, you reflect back on, what do you need to do to bring yourself into this beautiful energy of the 9 of Coins, 10 of Cups, 9 of Coins. I mean, this is really gorgeous energy. Let's finish out the row. So Temperance. So this is like alchemizing energy, right? This is kind of like bringing these two disparate things into alignment again, like with the Chariot at the beginning and Temperance. Okay, you're defining for yourself like what's going to bring me into a stable mental place, what's going to bring me into harmonious emotional space. You may be reflecting and reminiscing back on previous relationships. Again, 10 of Cups with 6 of Cups, this could be family stuff. This could certainly be, committed long-term partnerships. I mean, this could be with even our kids, right? It's certainly going to be in any sphere of life, but you just need to kind of decide like where do I need to pull my energy back, and where do I need to, so that I can move forward with new energy. There's something about cutting out old energy to allow new to come in. Underneath Temperance, I had 3 cards come out. Whenever that they do that, they all like plop out together like that. I usually take that as there's a story. There's a story that's going on here. So you've got the Hermit, the Lovers, which is again major arcana, and 2 of Coins. So there is a decision. You're at a crossroads in a sense. Like you've been kind of juggling. I feel like there's something here where you're juggling like 2 ends of a thing. It's like you're needing to like bring into an alignment or bring into harmony something. Like this Lovers is, again, this is a number 6, right? So you're tapping into your own wisdom and your own judgment. There's something where you need to either put up a barrier or pull down a barrier, right? To reveal to yourself. Like this isn't a barrier outside of you. This is a barrier within you. This is an inside job, this reading, okay? This is about what do you need to do? What thoughts do you need to transmute? That are going to bring you into this place where you can actually feel happy about the investments that you're making. Like you've got a 9 of Coins and a 9 of Wands, right? Like there's some kind of an action that needs to be taken that's going to bring you into this alignment. Like, what is it? Have you defined where it is that you want to see yourself? So, Nine of Coins, what's going to bring you into long-term stability, into long-term happiness? Are there relationships that are preventing you in your life from, if it's your job, right? Do you need to quit your job? Do you need to walk away from like an old partner or something like that? Do you need to move your house? Do you need to go to a new city? Do you need to adjust where you're headed in order to bring you into this place where you feel fulfilled? Lovers in the Hermit, right? Like, where you feel aligned, where you feel balanced. Two of Coins. There's a need to bring in something into balance. There's something that's out of balance, Libra, for sure. And that's all right there with Justice. Like, this is the catalyst during this full moon. Whatever it is, you know what it is. It's very clear to you. There's something that you need to physically cut out that's been causing you a lot of upset. There's something you know what it is. So let's see if we can get some more about this through the oracles, because you've got Gemini, I think, and that's your sister, you know air sign, Libra. This is being able to see both sides of the coin. This is being able to think critically, right? And it's going into your fourth house, into roots. So there's something fundamental. There's something at the root of think about the root chakra. This is like our power center. This is us showing up for ourselves. This is us pushing away any one person or any thing, situation, right, that is not in alignment with who we are, with, like, that's taking us away from our center, that's distracting us from being able to step into our own power. Think about it from both sides. What is it that needs to be purged, that needs to be cut away, so that you can step into an alignment, into a harmonious space? Six of Cups and Lovers. This very well could be a relationship that we're talking about here, right? And the relationship it's something that's going to be fundamental to your happiness, right? So it's going to probably be some kind of a partnership, like if it could be romantic, or, where do we spend the most time? With our family, at work, and with our one-on-one partnerships. So it's going to be in one of those three more than likely, to be honest with you. And it's like, whatever it is, it's something that would something that has not previously brought you into a stable, long-term, fundamentally prosperous position, right? There's something coming in with this Temperance. And by the way, this is Sagittarius. So I feel like as we transition out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius season, it's going to be made known to you, if it's not yet, okay, like how you can do it. But there's something fundamental in the fourth house. It's like at the root of who you are. So think back to your childhood, Six of Cups, okay? Think back to growing up in your family, growing up in your house. Think back to the dreams and the things that brought you joy as a kid, right? Think back to those types of things. And then look at the next three cards. We have Dignified Strength. It's time to take action, New Moon in Aries, and Extremes. So there is this need for you to take anything that's extremely unbalanced And you need to find a way to bring it into alignment. Does that mean cutting away old patterns of behavior, old thoughts? Does it mean taking back your power, standing your ground, to take a new job, to take the new, you know what I mean? Do you need to move cities? Do you need to move into a new house? Like, what would it take? And only you can define it, right? For you to align to that power center, it's at the root of your being. It's like the thing that has not served you up to this point that needs to be purged. It needs to be finito. It's done. And it's like, you already know what it is, Libra. Like, you already know what it is. But you're going to have strength in this. It's your dignity. It's you standing up for yourself. It's you not allowing outside influences to dictate. You're not like, it's you really taking control of all of the extreme stuff that needs to go. If it's not balanced, if it's not bringing you into harmony, if it doesn't align with your values, with what you want, with what you want to put your time towards, if it doesn't pay you dividends, if it doesn't bring you into stability, into abundance, if it doesn't offer you, if it's a job or a relationship and it's not giving you, it's not meeting you where you are, right? It's like, it's not aligning with you. It's not where you see yourself in the future. If you hate where you are and you know it, it's time to take action. There's a lot of fire here, right? Can you feel it? There's a lot of fire here. And you know what this is. You feel it. Like, you just know. You know it's time to take action. You know it's time to put up boundaries with people, places, and things that don't align with you. It's time. It's time. It's time to make a decision, Libra. This is it. This is your reading. I hope that it was inspiring or helpful or something to somebody out there. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Please join my channel so I can continue to grow it and get these videos out to more people. I will see you guys next week. We'll be back with Sagittarius season, Libra. We'll see what it has for us. And until then, take care.